Ridden by Robbie Byrne. Then we've got Good for a Laugh, Charlie Swan. Leyland Green is Jane
Blitzkrieg, well away. Orient Melody well at the start and just setting out now, having lost a good dozen lengths or so as they make their way up towards the first. And it's Graham Course, the leader, from Good for a Laugh and Young Snugfit, a gap of 5 lengths to Blitzkrieg. Graham Course, the leader. Young Snugfit nearest to us with Good for a Laugh in third. They're followed by Blitzkrieg as they go towards fence number 1 in this motor import handicap chase. Graham Course, Young Snugfit, Good for a Laugh, Blitzkrieg. They're followed by Leyland Green. Garamaisen wasn't too fluent there towards the back. Orient Melody completely tailed off. They go towards the second now. And Graham Course leads Young Snugfit and Good for a Laugh, a break of 6 lengths to Blitzkrieg. Alongside Leyland Green, then us and Joe and Redundant Pal and Garamaisen, a long way behind them Orient Melody. And Leyland Green is gone there, takes a heavy fall as they race down the hill. That's Graham Course, the leader, followed in second place by Young Snugfit. Good for a Laugh is third, and the leading trio some way clear of the rest. The faller, Leyland Green, and jockey James Jones, uninjured after that crashing fall, as they make their way down now towards the next fence. Graham Course, Young Snugfit, Good for a Laugh, a gap to Blitzkrieg and Redundant Pal. Another gap back to us and Joe, and Garamaisen not jumping at all fluently and a long way behind at this stage as they go up towards the fourth. Graham Course, Young Snugfit and Good for a Laugh. They're clear from Blitzkrieg, and behind Blitzkrieg comes Redundant Pal. A gap then to us and Joe, and behind us and Joe is Garamaisen. As they continue down the far side, Orient Melody has been pulled up 2 fences back, going now towards the first of the 3 fences down the far side. And it's Graham Course who shows less than half a length in front of Young Snugfit. Good for a Laugh is third, and they're chased by Blitzkrieg, and behind Blitzkrieg comes Redundant Pal, and they're followed by us and Joe, and then comes Garamaisen going now towards the 6th from home. And Graham Course, Robbie Byrne with a narrow lead over Young Snugfit and Jamie Osborne, and they're followed by Good for a Laugh. Blitzkrieg getting closer ahead of Redundant Pal, and then a gap of 10 lengths or so to us and Joe, and Garamaisen brings up the rear as they race towards the final ditch now, 5 fences from home, and Young Snugfit goes on. Graham Course in second, then Good for a Laugh, Blitzkrieg just tracking the leaders, and Redundant Pal is just behind him. Young Snugfit, the leader, a great jump by Blitzkrieg, lands second on the inner. Third place is Good for a Laugh, and behind Good for a Laugh, Redundant Pal. Graham Course in 5, and they're about 10 clear of us and Joe, who's followed by Garamaisen as they turn off the back. 4 fences left to jump. Young Snugfit, the leader, by a length from Good for a Laugh and Blitzkrieg. Redundant Pal is just behind them. They're followed in 5th by Graham Course. Us and Joe making a little progress behind them, and Garamaisen remains in rear. Down to the 4th last, Young Snugfit, Good for a Laugh on the outside. Redundant Pal just behind him in 3rd. In 4th place is Blitzkrieg. A gap then of 5 or 6 lengths to us and Joe. And then comes Graham Course. Young Snugfit, the leader there. From in 2nd place, Good for a Laugh. Redundant Pal is 3rd, and Blitzkrieg 4. And they're clear of us and Joe and Garamaisen as they come towards the 3rd last. Young Snugfit pressed by Good for a Laugh. Blitzkrieg just 2 lengths off. Redundant Pal in 4th, and then Garamaisen. Young Snugfit jumps it better than Good for a Laugh. Blitzkrieg and Redundant Pal just behind them, and they're clear from Garamaisen and us and Joe, and then Graham Course as they come towards the 2nd last fence now. And it's Young Snugfit and Good for a Laugh, Blitzkrieg and Redundant Pal on the outside. Almost 4 on the line as they swing into the straight, 1 to jump. Good for a Laugh with the noseband, Blitzkrieg the grey, then Redundant Pal. Young Snugfit is dropped back. Garamaisen has made a little progress, but still with a lot to do as they race towards the final fence now. Good for a Laugh in the lead. Charlie Swan from Blitzkrieg, Tommy Comedy in second, then Young Snugfit and Redundant Pal. The final jump of the motor import chase. Good for a Laugh on the left, on the near side, Blitzkrieg. Good for a Laugh leads Blitzkrieg, flips through the top. Garamaisen back from 3rd, and Good for a Laugh is the leader as they race up towards the line. Good for a Laugh out in front by the witness. 4 off the board. Good for a Laugh wins the motor import chase by 5 to 6 lengths. Blitzkrieg is 2nd, Garamaisen is 3rd, and Young Snugfit in 4th, followed in by Redundant Pal and Redundant